which is fun. And everywhere, all over the world. So it's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time, but we're going to work. I hope you have something to take notes with. This is what I use, is a journal to be able to collect ideas. The main purpose for GoPro Academy, and for those of you who just got this one course, I'm going to highly suggest that you become a part of GoPro Academy over the course of this next year. And by the end of this broadcast, I think you'll make the decision to do that. Because
so he's encouraging all of us, instead of going for masters in this profession. In fact, personally, I've registered. I attend their GoPro Academy. It's once in a year, every November, 3 days or 7 days, once in a year. It's very important. So when the new registration starts, I'll let us know. Okay, thank you.
Once a month, I can coach you. Once a month, I can kind of cut through the clutter and give you a master class on a specific topic. And you can, by the end of the year, you're gonna have 36 hours worth of coaching content. It's different than course content. Coaching content, where we can interact, we can work with each other, we can help you advance your career. That's the goal. The goal is to help you advance your career, help you create a situation where you have a breakthrough. And I don't know where I find you. I mean, you might be just getting started in your network marketing career and struggling to get people to open up their minds, or you figured it out, but your team hasn't. In either case, what I want you to do is I want you to fill up your notebook to either develop the skills yourself or use it as a training manual to be able to teach the people on your team exactly how to get people to at least take a look. Okay, as we start this, I'm going to throw out some notes. Let's talk about our goals here. Our goals, I'm looking at this camera when I'm over here, yeah? Either one, I can look at that one or this one, that one or this one. I'm switching back and forth. Either one's working, Ryan? All right, okay. So our goals, a lot of people get involved in network marketing and they really want to get somebody. They want to get them. You know, they're hunting people down to try and get them. And that's really not the goal. If you want to be successful in network marketing, your goal really should be two things: education and understanding.
Guys, did you hear that? He's teaching us. Why is it that the challenge he's tackling today is, why is that most of the times after prospecting, getting someone excited about our business, now inviting them to attend our business presentation, either offline at the office or online via Zoom, or getting them to watch the video. Why is that? It's always difficult. So he said our goal, see, it starts from the mind. What is the reason? Why are you doing what you are doing? What's the reason behind what you're doing? If you can have that clear definition of the reason, that clarity, you will see you produce more results. So when you're prospecting, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve? Tell yourself what you want to achieve before you prospect. So now he's telling us that when we're inviting someone, we should have it in our mind that we want to educate them, want them to understand better. Something happened yesterday when I was doing follow-up. Mr. Simon, I was doing follow-up for him because he's new. So while I'm teaching him what to do, I do some things for him. So I was doing follow-up for him based on the people that attended our business meeting on Saturday. So at the course of the follow-up, there's this young lady that threw a sarcastic statement on Saturday. But when I called her, I pretended that I didn't know. So she now had to bring back that sarcastic statement. She has this fear and hate for referral because she has done network marketing before. And the organization she joined, her team members left her alone to do the business. So it was difficult for her because she was struggling. So that passion made her hate anything called network marketing. So yesterday, I told myself I'm going to call this lady, and my aim is to understand her pain, then educate her. So when I called her, because already in my mind, I already pictured I'm going to understand her pain, then I'll educate her. Then I called her, I allowed her to tell me. I was like, when she told me, said a lot of negativity, I told her, I wasn't offended. I was like, wow, you have a story. Tell me, I'd like to listen to your story. So she started telling me her experiences in the past. When I was done listening, do you know the next thing I did? The next thing I did was now to educate her. I used that system that we learned in follow-up. I use the system of, I've been there before, I understand you clearly, I know what you feel. But now, this is how, when I was at your level, when I was in that state of mind where you are right now, I was guided by a group of people. They held me by the hand. They showed me the way. They mentored me. There was a strategy I followed. And my dear, I'm promising you, if you make a decision today, I'm going to hold you by the hand. I'll make sure that those things you suffer, you don't do it alone. I'm not saying that you will not make mistakes or fail, but I'll be on the journey with you, holding you by the hand. Guess what? She's now interested and she's ready to join the business. So have it in your mind. If your mind is, hey, I want to make money, let me look for people that will connect, let me make money. You may make money, but for how long? Remember, this is a business of helping people. You must tell yourself, everybody go to the chat box. Sorry, everybody go to our various WhatsApp group. I need you to type, my business is a business of helping people. You must have that at heart. Once you have that at heart, that you are in a business of helping people, this business will be so easy for you because you are identifying people's problem, people's need, people's pain points, and you are bringing a value using our system professionally. Just like, look at Madam Eunice now. She had a prospect, she did something, but guess what? She didn't give up, but she's still learning the process. And when she connected that woman, she connected the person to me. The person attended my Zoom meeting, gave me a call. As I'm speaking to you right now, she and her daughter are joining this business. They're already working on it. What am I saying is, have it in your mind, I'm in a business to help people. Because Jim Rohn said, the more people you help in life, in return, life will give you what you want. Even El Nightingale said, your level of wealth in life is directly proportional to your level of contribution. See, it's so easy to be wealthy. One of my mentors, SH, this year, he told me, I have a new mentor this year, his name is SH. He told me that this year, wealth, to make money is so easy. To he that is ready to stand as a bridge, connecting people to solution. So, see, the only way to become wealthy and to run this business amicably is when you have the mindset of, I am here to help people using this vehicle. Because the more people you help in return, life will give you what you want. So have it that inviting people to attend Zoom, have the mindset that you want to educate them, you want to give them more understanding on how the vehicle that you are offering them is going to solve their problem. Very important.
Underlying goal, that's the primary focus, is to educate people to the point that they understand what it is you have to offer. Educate them so they know what your product does and how they might benefit from it. Educate them so they know at least the basics of what your opportunity offers, to be able to see if they're ready to flex their entrepreneurial muscle. That's the goal. And I think if you, what you're going to find, if you have that goal in mind, you're going to attract people much more powerfully than if you're trying to get people.
Did you hear that? If you have that goal in mind, you attract people more powerful than trying to just get people. So remove the mindset of, I want to get people into my business. Remove that mindset. It's for amateurs. Professionals have the goal of, I want to help people. Once you have the goal of, I want to help people, there's something they call law of attraction. It attracts you powerful people that need the solution you have in your hand. That needs the solution you have in your hand. So let's go to our various WhatsApp. I need you to type, I am in a business of helping people. And I'm going to educate and get them to understand the business very well. You need to understand that. When you have the mindset of helping people, then you attract powerful people to you.
I got to go get some customers. I got to go get some distributors. I need to go recruit. I need to go sell. They can feel that like a dog senses fear. Your prospects can sense the fact that you want to get them. If your goal is education and understanding, they can feel that too. They can feel that your heart is to help them understand what you have and see if there's a fit. That's it. That's it. Now, we're going to break this down in over the course of these 3 hours. We'll take a break about every at least once an hour, but probably every about 45 minutes. We'll take a little break, go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. But we're going to talk about mindset first when it comes to, and this is part of mindset. We're going to talk about what are we inviting people to? What are we inviting them to in order to be able to share our opportunity or our product? We're going to talk about the 3 different methods of inviting. We're going to talk about text or online message of any sort, whatever, text or social media, text or WhatsApp, text or Skype, text or Twitter, text or Instagram, text or Facebook. That particular process. We're going to talk about phone, the 8 steps to making an invitation via the phone. And we're going to talk about in person. How do you invite people effectively in person? Now, if you're like me, making the invite is one thing. Getting people to show up is another thing. You can invite 20 people to a home party. Getting them to show up is another thing. So I'm going to teach you my secret weapon over the.
Do you hear that? He said, inviting people to attend a Zoom meeting or to attend a physical meeting. For example, our project in our programming at the office on Saturday. For those of us and this week, my one-on-one mentorship is Friday, Saturday. You can invite people to the office for business presentation on Thursday and Saturday. That's for this week. So he said, inviting people to attend a business presentation, either to come to your house to watch a video, come to your house where you explain, for those of you that have been trained on how to explain, or come to an offline office for meeting or online Zoom or watch a video is one thing. But getting them to actually show up to do that thing is another thing.
Course of these 3 hours, my secret weapon to get the commitment so they really actually show up. When most people would invite 20 people to a home party and 2 people would show up, I could invite 20 people and 14 people would show up, 15 people would show up. There's a little bit of a science to that. And I'm going to teach you exactly how to do that. So mindset, inviting to what? Texting, phone, and in person. And as we get started, one thing I want to talk to you about real quick is, and I'll remind you of it, but jot this down. Jot down the date, May 12th. That's our next coaching session, May 12th. And it's going to be pretty dramatically different than this. I'm going to provide it for people inside of GoPro Academy for free, but social media, there's no question, social media has become a huge topic and an incredible resource in our world today. People are living on this device. They're just living there. And there's people who crack the code on how to use social media inside of network marketing. So I'm going to be hosting on May 12th an all-day online social media summit event. And I'm going to have all of the best people, the best trainers, the best distributors, the people who crack the code when it comes to social media here in my home. This is where we're doing this event right now, here for the full day. And we're going to have discussion groups. We're going to have trainings. We're going to have interviews. We're going to have back and forth. We're going to be talking about Facebook. We're going to talk about Instagram. We're going to be talking about LinkedIn. We're going to be talking about groups and lives and YouTube and the works. What is working today in the world of social media as it pertains to network marketing? Not only what is working, but what is duplicating out there in the world. So I'm excited about that. It's probably going to be an 8-hour event or so. We're going to go all day with all of these different people. I'm bringing in the people I want to learn from, the best of the best. I'm going to give you my ideas as far as what I see that's working. So I'm excited for that. It's free for people inside of GoPro Academy. You can invite people to your home. You can have them watch that if you'd like. If you're not part of GoPro Academy, we're going to be selling this. It's not available yet. We're going to make it available in about a week. We're going to be selling it for $297 for the course for that day. And we're going to be giving people the social media mastery course that we have, which is a $497 course that we have for people who get registered for that. Okay. So you can buy it one-off, or if you become part of GoPro Academy, you get it for free. in addition to all the other courses that we have, in addition to all the monthly coaching. And GoPro Academy is just 97 bucks a month. So if you're going to do that anyway, 97 bucks a month, get all the courses. It's the best value, I think, in network marketing, best coaching experience value in network marketing. Those of you who are not, I know most of you are already part of GoPro Academy, but those who are not, there should be a link on this page. Is there a link on the page, guys? There should be a link on the page. You can just click and you can upgrade your account to GoPro Academy, and that will automatically register you for the May 12th Social Media Online Summit. It'll give you access to not only the Social Media Mastery course, but all the other courses inside of our masterclass library, including the replays of previous coaching events. Okay, so I'll remind you of that later on in the day, but I'm really excited about that. The lineup's amazing. You know, there's a bunch of names. I'll announce all the names over the course of this next week, but it's the who's who. It's the best of the best. It's going to be amazing. So that's that. All right, let's talk about mindset. And I've been doing this goatee thing. What do you think? Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. Is this a good idea, bad idea? What should I do with this thing? Marina says she kind of likes it. It's a little prickly, you know, sometimes if I give her a kiss. But anyway, just let me know, will you? Because it's super itchy when I'm presenting and talking. So, huh? Too much personal information? Isn't there's a word for that, isn't there? It's like TMI, too much information. Okay, so anyway, education and understanding. Let's talk about it. Here's the thing that you got to understand. This is our goal, right? This is what we're trying to accomplish. Understand this, when you're inviting, you have the gift. Nobody's doing you a favor to take a look at your business. Nobody's doing you a favor to take a look at your opportunity. You have the gift, for crying out loud. Does your product, let me know in the comments, do you believe that your product is important and that people who become customers of your product will get value, yes or no?
Yes.
Do you believe that, yes or no? Put that in the comments, okay? Because if you do believe that, you should stop apologizing for bothering people and taking up their time to share your product with them. You should be excited about it. You should.
So guys, when he's talking products, the word product, because he's talking to a group of people. Some are product-based value, some are service-based value. You know, in our organization, ours is both service-based and product-based. Service-based in the sense that people, through the system, people can leverage on it to make so much money for themselves. So when he's talking about products, know that he's using that word as a common word to everybody, to different network marketers. So always know that any company where you are, then you now know what your own is referred to. So ours is service-based, where people leverage on our system to make money. And also, people also use the product. So ours is service-based and product-based. So he's telling us not to be ashamed. If our business solves people's problem, if our business offers a value via services and products, then why are you ashamed to do what? To invite someone. So he said, know that you have the gift and the power to invite. You have the gift in your hand, which is what? The value.
You should have a good posture about it. Your chin should be up. Your shoulders should be back. Yes, I've got an amazing product. And when it comes to the opportunity, here's what I will tell you, and I want you to feel the same way too. Network marketing isn't perfect. It has its challenges. It has its issues. It has its ups and downs. It's very emotional business, but it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better. It's better than any other form of entrepreneurship for the average person in the world today. Period. End of story. You don't have to spend $65,000 to join. You know, what does it cost to join your company? It's not that much to join your company. A few $100, maybe $1,000. Not that big a deal. You spend more on a logo for a traditional company than you will starting your network marketing company. So not only is the price of entry low, but the upside is enormous. The support is incredible. The infrastructure is put in place for you. So if a person has an entrepreneurial bone in their body, they have to take a look at network marketing as an option. Now, it might not be a fit. They might not be ready to take an entrepreneurial step. They might be a little too nervous. That's fine. But it's better if they do decide to take a look. If they do decide to take a step into entrepreneurship, or even if they just want to test the waters, a few $100, a little sweat equity, give it a shot. So understand this, you have the gift. So when you're going out there to the world, shoulders back, chest out, chin up, hey, I have something for you. I have something to share with you. I'm excited about. Might be for you, it might not be for you, but I believe it'll help you have a better life. That's got to be your heart, okay? That's got to be your heart. Now, you can lead with the product, you can lead with the opportunity, either way. I did a little poll on Facebook last week and said, what initially attracted you to your company? What initially attracted you to your company? Your first attraction, was it the product or was it the opportunity?
Okay, so he asked us a question. What attracted us to this business? I myself, number one, back then my dad was having sugar levels. So the first thing that attracted me was the products. Then secondly, the opportunity. So both things attracted me. So all of us, go to the chat box or go to, I like us to be commenting in our Alpha Lion group so that people that are not here, that are not serious, will know that a lot of things is going on and they are missing it. So go to our Alpha Lion group. Tell me, what is it that attracted you to this business the first day you heard about this business? Is it a product or is it the business opportunity? What is it that got you attracted to this business? What is it that got you attracted to this business? Is it a product or is it the business opportunity? Let's go to our Alpha Lion various groups and state, is it a product or is it a business opportunity? What got me attracted? I'm waiting for our reply. What got you attracted? Is it the product or the business system? Okay, Mommy Aisha said business opportunity. Mommy Funke said the business opportunity. Okay. Okay, so I'm waiting for a reply. Okay, Madam Eunice said the business opportunity got me attracted into the business. Beautiful. What got me attracted was number one, the product, because then my dad was diabetic, my mom was diabetic, their sugar level was increasing. So when I saw their coffee and C2, I was like, yes, this is the solution to my parents' problem. And when I saw the C2 as a lady, I used to have a painful menstruation. And when I had it can solve my painful menstruation, because trust me, it can be horrible. On days, every day, every period of the month, I always feel, God, I wish I am a man. This pain now is about to come because mine come in different episodes. I was like, wow, this product. Then finally, when I saw that I can actually make serious money, oh my God, those were the two things. So their products and their business opportunity got me attracted. For some persons, it's just the business opportunity. For some persons, it's just the product.
We had a couple thousand people respond to this Facebook poll. You can go back and look at it into the Network Marketing Pro site. A couple thousand people, I think. But the number started and basically stayed the same. 58% said they were interested in the opportunity. 42% they were initially interested in the products. So some people really need to make some money. Some people really wanted the benefit of the product. Either way, it's okay. Okay. You do a presentation, you let them see this. You have the gift. And the other way of kind of talking about this the gift part of this, because if you really want to help people get past people's defenses, how much of it do you think is determined by your energy? A person having a closed mind or an open mind. How much do you think is determined by your energy and your posture and your passion versus their open or closed mind? I'm here to tell you 80% minimum has to do with you, your energy, your mind, your attitude, your passion, your belief. 80% has to do with you. There's only 20% has to do with them. And most of that has to do with their previous experiences or whatever's going on in their life.
Guys, do you hear that? He said, number one, why our mission is to educate and make people understand our business. Number one, you must know that you have a gift. You must believe in the value of the business opportunity or product value that your business has to offer. You now say number two, 80% reason, the 80% factor to get someone to actively attend Zoom meeting or a physical meeting or watch the video depends on we that is doing the invitation. It depends on the energy level you use in inviting them. It depends on the passion you use in inviting them. It depends on your the authority, the audacity, your belief system, your mindset, your excitement. It depends on your attitude. So if you believe strongly, if you have passion, if your attitude is right, if your energy level is high, and if you have the right mindset, you will be able to get people to do what? Attend Zoom meetings. You'll be able to get someone to watch the video from beginning to end. You'll be able to get someone to come to your house for a home party. You'll be able to produce results. But know that 80% of the results is a factor coming from you, the individual. We, the individual, getting people to attend.
80% has to do with you. So if you get your energy right, you have the gift, you're not bothering anybody, you're going to be good. But what happens if you go to a prospect and you apologize in your invitation? And people do it all the time, all the time. Can I get a few minutes of your time? Can I bother you for a second? I know you're.
So he's trying to tell us that when we are trying to prospect and invite, let's stop being apologetic. Let's be audacious. You have the gift, you have the value. With the right mindset, with the right attitude, with the right passion, with the right energy level. He said, let's stop going to, when you're trying to invite someone, you say, hey, sorry for bothering you. Hey, sorry for taking your time. No, don't be apologetic. Talk with them unapologetically. Be bold, be confident. You are bringing a solution. You are a solution provider. You're a problem solver. So you're the one bringing something to them. You're the one that is giving them value. So don't do it audaciously without apologizing. That's what he's trying to tell us.
Really busy. It would mean the world to me if you would just take a look. They're like the beggar sitting on the side of the street saying, hey, help a brother out, help a sister out. I'm just trying to get home. That's what it's like, is this beggar mentality. And you have to resist that. You have to take a look at your language. And here's one thing that I would ask you to do inside of this process. Don't apologize, but plan, do, review. Here's how to get great at your energy and your posture. Plan, do, review. Here's what I mean by this. After every invitation, you're going to get some feedback. They're going to say yes, they're going to say no. There's going to be things that worked, there's things that didn't. There's going to be your particular energy and passion versus your lack of energy and passion. And after every single one, there's a lesson to learn. After every single one, there's a lesson to learn. And that lesson is, what can I do better next time? Was I apologizing? Honestly, just jot a little note in your journal.
Did you hear? He said when you're inviting, it's a constant process. Now, always ask yourself, what did I do? What did I do better? What didn't I do better? If you guys noticed yesterday when we were analyzing Madam Eunice, I had to analyze what didn't she do better. Now, when you are inviting people, see, successful people, when they are done with something, they sit back, they reflect. Did I do it well? Is there a way I can improve? Did I do it wrong? Didn't I do it better? How can I improve? Now, always assessing yourself, self-assessment. Did I do something better? How can I improve? Didn't I do it well? Because the earlier you tell yourself the truth, the more you create a room for improvement. Remember, practice makes improvement. There's nothing like perfection. There's no such thing as perfection in this world, but one can continuously keep improving every blessed day. Okay?
Did I come from a position of passion and strength and positive energy? Or was I coming from a weak energy? What did I say that worked? What did I say that didn't? So plan, do, review. So make a plan for the invitation, do that plan, and then review to be able to make a better plan. And over time, you're going to get better. Okay. I see some people are asking about the hours for the May 12th live webcast, the social media online summit. I'm pretty sure we're going to start around 10 a.m. Pacific time, which is about 2 hours and 20 minutes before right now, this moment, a time of day. And we're going to go to probably 6 p.m. or so, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Somewhere in that time range is what I'm expecting. Now, it's not exact. We're going to take breaks throughout the day, but we got a lot of people we're going to be sharing information. It's going to be literally the best training that's ever happened on social media in network marketing, period, end of story. Nothing even close. The talent that I'm going to be bringing there is going to be amazing. So that's it with the time zone. So about 2 hours and 20 minutes before right this second is when we'll start, and we'll go for about 8 hours. Okay.
Okay. So remember, he said our ability to analyze will inform us if we did our invitation from a weak passion and energy zone. If you're doing your prospecting and invitation from a weak passion and energy zone, for example, you are lying down and making your call. You are not sitting upright. You are approaching someone and your voice, everything about you is dull. Guess what? Your feedback will be negative. So he said we should be conscious. We need to operate whenever we are carrying out our income generating activity. We need to operate with high level of passion and energy, because high level of passion and energy attracts people, gives you a positive result. But low level energy and passion, lying down on the bed, making call, lying down and be doing this, it won't give you any results. So that's what he's trying to make us understand.
And social media summit will be recorded. People will be able to watch the replay. People who register will be able to watch the replay. Yeah. So I think we got that. So it's going to be great. So you have the gift. Education and understanding is our objective. Don't apologize. Plan to review to get better and better and better and better. I will also tell you and it sounds opposite from your energy, your posture, your energy has a huge impact. But understand that persistence pays. What do I mean by that? People are busy. People are busy. They've got a lot of stuff going on. They got a lot of distractions. They got worries. They got doubts. They got fears. They got challenges with their kids. They got health stuff. They got all kinds of different things. But so initially, some people, when you go do this invitation, they may say, look, I don't have time to think. I don't have time to breathe, let alone take a look at something like this. Persistence pays. Persistence pays. The posers of the world think about inviting people, never invite them. The amateurs invite people once. The professionals keep inviting until they achieve their goal.
Did you hear that? There are three kinds of people in our business. The posters, they are pretending to be in business, but they are not. The amateurs and the professionals. Let me rewind what he said. Let me just rewind it a bit so that you hear what he said.
They got worries, they got doubts, they got fears, they got challenges with their kids, they got health stuff, they got all kinds of different things. But so initially, some people, when you go do this invitation, they may say, you know, look, I don't have time to think, I don't have time to breathe, let alone take a look at something like this. Persistence pays. Persistence pays. The posers of the world think about inviting people, never invite them. The amateurs invite people once. The professionals keep inviting until they achieve their goal. Their goal is what? Education and understanding. That's their goal. The professional continues to invite until they achieve their goal. Now, I will tell you, I even had fun with it with my product.
Did you hear that? He said persistence pay. He said posters, those pretending to be in business, but they are not in business. They think about inviting people to take a look at the business, but they will never do it. They only think it ends in their mind, but they will never do it. Those group of people are people we call the posters. They are pretending to be in business, but they are not. Now, he said the amateurs, they invite once and they stop. They invite once, they didn't get result, they stop inviting. But professionals, you see why we are training you to be a professional. He said persistence pays. Professionals keep inviting, they don't give up. They keep inviting till they achieve their goal. And that is why I taught us, when you make, those of us in different levels of mentorship, when you make your first announcement and they indicate interest and they attend and they tell you, okay, I will attend, create a what? Remember, I told us how to create an active prospect list for those of us that have gotten to that level. And I taught us how to create a follow-up list. Now, those active prospect lists, while you are doing your 20 conversation every day, while you are doing your online prospecting every day, that active prospect brokers, you must keep inviting them for business presentation. For example, today we have our business presentation by 7:30. You must keep inviting them for business presentation consistently while you are doing actively your numbers every day. That general, keep inviting them for business presentation every day. Keep adding value. Some of the value, the motivation or inspirational photos I send it to them. You are adding value. Don't just be thinking about money. Just don't be thinking about inviting people. Just don't be thinking about inviting people for business presentation every day. They will get tired. If it's those, some of those, my short video, like there's this video I do every Sunday. Now give it to them. There's this video, a short video clip where I didn't talk about the business. It's just my way of adding value. Send it to them. Learn how to add value to people. It's not always like, you know, our business presentation is not every day, but those days are not business presentation. Those motivational pictures and banners I send it to them. Add value to them. The day of business, you talk about business, the day of value. See, when you keep doing, these are what professionals do. We are consistent. We must achieve our goal, but we don't just focus on money. We also do what? Give value. Very important.
Prospects, I would, you know, I'd call them and they'd say I'm too busy. And I'd call them again and they would say, yeah, sure, I'll meet you at your house for a home party. And then they wouldn't show up. I'd keep calling them and I'd call them and I'd say, you know, look, I'm gonna keep calling you. I don't care if you become a customer of my product. I do not care if you become a distributor with my company. The only thing I care about is that you understand what I have.
Did you hear that? That's a powerful tool. I used that tool on that young lady yesterday. He said, tell them, maybe your friend, maybe let's say your friend's name is Vivian. Vivian, I told her something. I told her, Vivian, whether you join this business or not, Vivian, I'm going to keep succeeding. If you join this business, we'll succeed together. If you don't join, I'll keep succeeding. But I just want to let you know that I can hold you by the hand. That's what I did yesterday. Now, Eric Warren is telling us, tell them that that's your close people. You don't, that the only thing you care about is them understanding what you are doing. You don't care if they join, you don't care if they patronize, you don't care if they test the product, but all you care about is them understand. These are what professionals do. So the young lady, I had issues with her yesterday. I told her, babe, if you join this business, it doesn't change anything in me. I'm making money, with or without you, I'm making money. I was speaking to our rising stars yesterday. with or without you, I'm going to build an Alpha Lion empire. The question is, will you be among the pillars that built, that will leave your name on that will leave a legacy on the that will last the test of time? With or without you, Alpha Lion empire will be built. But the question is, will you be among those that when they say, people that built Alpha Lion empire, will you be among? So just know that with or without you, a lot of things. So that language, with or without you, is very powerful when you are inviting. When, especially when they are feeling reluctant, tell them your concern is not whether they join the business or not. Your concern is not whether they buy the product. Your concern is them having a full understanding of what the business, the value you are offering them is all about. That should be your mindset.
And then you'll see if there's a fit for you or if there's not. So you might as well get the suffering over with. I'm going to keep bugging you. Understand, I'm not emotionally attached to whether you do this or not. I'm not, but I am emotionally attached that you understand it. So the only way I know to help you understand it is get together with you and to educate you. It won't take very long, take 15 minutes for you to understand what this is. I can educate you, understand it, and then you'll be able to say, guess what? Either this is a fit for me or it's not a fit for me. And either way, I'm okay. You're my friend regardless. My objective and my emotional outcome here is to help you, to educate you to the point that you understand what it is I've got. That's it. That's it. So just keep going. Persistence pays. Don't ever stop until you achieve your goal. They say no. If they don't understand what it is that you have, they haven't said no to your opportunity or your product yet. They just said no to looking. So
did you hear that? When people say no to you, don't be emotional. Don't take it personal. They are only saying no to looking. They've not said no to your business opportunity or to the products. They're just saying no, they don't want to look. And that is why you must insist that you just want them to understand what it's all about. So don't get emotional when someone's saying no. Don't.
Well, I don't stop, and I would suggest that you never stop until you achieve your goal of educating them to the point of understanding. That's it. I just wouldn't stop. So let me see if I have any other ideas on mindset before I go into inviting to what. You have any? Let's do this while I'm going reviewing my notes here. If you have any questions about this part, the mindset part of getting people to take a look, of inviting, then let me know. Can't say the wrong thing to the right person at the right time. You kind of can, Vegas, Stephen. I'm going to teach you how to make sure that you say things wrong. I've heard that a lot. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. You can't say the right thing to the wrong person. I believe that as the network marketing profession, we've said the wrong things to right people for years, for decades, and we've chased people away from network marketing with cheap sales language. So yes, timing is important. Yes, you stay persistent, but do both. Say the right thing to either the wrong person or the right person. It doesn't matter. Keep saying the right thing until they're educated to the point that they understand it. If they say no to looking, do you keep asking? And my answer is yes. I keep going. I feel I have a responsibility. My product is too important for you to not understand what it does. You know, my opportunity, even if they say no, I'm just going to say, look, I'm going to stay in touch. I'm going to let you know what's going on. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. How many follow-ups you must stop? I just don't. Panos, I think. How many follow-ups? Now, listen, if you're only inviting 6 people and you just every day you're going to invite those 6 people, you're going to have a really small business. If you're inviting 600 people, never stop. One of my dear friends who's involved in network marketing, she lives here in Vegas, and she popped into my mind as I was doing this. Her name's Lauren Slocum. And she said no for 9 years, 12 years. She said no for 12 years to even looking. No, nope, not interested, too busy. Nope, 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 nope. And finally, 12 years later, she said, all right, I'll take a look. And when she took a look and she finally understood it, she was ready to go. But the person who invited her, who's the highest earning person I know in network marketing, he's earned $100 million in commissions in his early 50s. He just never stopped. He just stayed her friend. He kept going. So let me see some of the other questions. How do you know that they understand? You're going to know when you sit down and help them really understand the value of your product, really understand the opportunity. You're going to know that you've educated them to the point that they can make an educated decision. You'll know that. What if they stay in touch and they stop picking up your calls? I had kind of a sense of humor with it. I said, look, I'm going to keep bugging you. My only goal is that you understand this. I can meet you in the morning. I can meet you at lunch. I can meet you at the nighttime. I can meet you on the weekends. You set up a 3 a.m. meeting. Hey, I'll be there. Let me help you understand this. I'm only doing it because I care. If you keep it about your caring for them, that you believe in your product, your opportunity, you're going to be fine. 3-way phone calls are key. I asked like 200 people a day, Becky Scott. That's a lot. Good for you. It's a big number. Called 7 times, each time for an hour before interested enough to get started. The right thing is the truth, coached in a way that they can hear it. I just had one person to tell me, I understand your company, but I'm not interested. Please don't ask me again. Ask them how they understand your company. Ask them how they understand network marketing. It's probably from some previous, that sounds to me like psychic damage, Jackie, the person who told you, I understand your company, but I'm not interested. So it's like, I've heard of that company, but they don't understand network marketing. They don't understand solopreneurship, entrepreneurship. They don't understand the products that you offer. They don't truly understand it. If they say they do, just tell me how you understand it. What is your understanding? I'm just not interested. What are you not interested in? I'm just not interested. Look, I'm not trying to win an argument, and I'm not trying to force you to sign up for something or look at something that you're not interested in looking at. I am interested in not leaving you in a state where you don't understand what it is that we do, what it is that I have. Now, it'll take 15 minutes. It's not going to be the end of the world. I have a cup of coffee, get together. It's not that big a deal. Let's sit down and let's make sure that you understand, and then we can move forward. Okay? Now, if they really do understand it's not for them, that's okay. Just say, hey, can I keep in touch with you? And keep in touch 3 months down the road, 2 months down the road. Just keep dripping on them over time in order to be able, because their timing, their situation might change. Make an impression, Harmon says, that I'm doing this with or without you. That's absolutely right. You have the gift. I'm going to the top with or without you. I'd rather do it with you. That's really important when it comes to your posture. Invite, Julie will talk about what we're inviting to in a moment. I find with some people, when I look back over our message, it's all my inviting to mixers. Should I keep inviting every month? We'll talk, Lauren, in a moment about what you can invite to and what works and what doesn't. Events are always better, but if events don't work, then you need to always bail to a tool as quickly as possible. What if they stop picking up your calls? Send them a message. If I promise you, I don't care who it is. You send them 10 text messages over the course of 10 days, or you send them 5 emails over the course of 5 days, they're going to answer. You send them 1 or 2, they can ignore that, but you keep going. Eric is a Greek name, really? Panos? Oh, cool. Well, there's Eric the Red, is a very famous guy in Norway. I'm not good at 3-way calls. We'll talk about that. That's kind of a follow-up process. I keep asking until they block me or die. Unless they're super rude. Yeah, I mean, again, you don't need to overdo it. Just stay friendly. The key is collecting friendships more than anything else. Okay, scroll down. Let me see the rest. What are you doing? People block or delete you? I ignore all of that, what other people would view as negativity, just keep moving. You're focusing on the other objective with this, other than education and understanding, is collect friends. Everything you should do should be done in a way that does not alienate another person. And if you're friendly, and if you're nice, and if you're skillful, and if you're professional, you shouldn't affect the friendship in your attempt to educate someone to the point that they understand. You shouldn't. Be genuine, transparent is key. Yep. Lewis's question. You feel that many network marketers never really decide what they're offering, product or opportunity? I've gone back and forth. I've come from a world 30 years ago when I started, where we led with the opportunity and we kind of fell back to the product. And that way, at least everybody got a chance to see both. Today's world, there's companies and there's organizations that for sure lead with the product, and then they recruit out of those customers because their products are so exceptional. So it's really a matter of style of company. It's really a matter of product offering. It's really a matter of your letting people within your group find a particular path. Some lead with product because they're too insecure to lead with the opportunity. Some lead with the opportunity and it works just great for them. Others build a huge customer base. There's no right or wrong. I used to think that the right way was lead with the opportunity, but I've come to believe that there is a blend, that the entry point, the reason people join is not necessarily the reason people stay. An equal amount of people join for the product, stay for the opportunity, as join for the opportunity and stay for the product, an equal amount. So you're okay either way. Just go to people where they are, educate them to the point that they understand it, help them have a product experience or a service experience, help them have a network marketing experience.
So let's remember, when we are inviting, remember, we don't use that word network marketing, rather we use the word business opportunity or business project. Let's remember that.
If they comment, why is this the only reason you keep contacting me? You have not developed that friendship very well. There should be, you shouldn't just have prospects that are your quote unquote friends while they stay prospects and you never talk to them any other time. Develop friendships. The best networkers in the world, my friend Jeff, who recruited Lauren after 12 years. Why did he recruit Lauren after 12 years? Is because he stayed friends with her and they did other things and they had similar interests and they saw each other from time to time, a few times a year, and they always talked. And that kept the door open. So if you're only talking to somebody, or if they're only your friend, if they're willing to look at the opportunity and then you just kind of excommunicate them, if they're not interested in the opportunity, that puts a bad taste in people's mouth too.
Did you see why it's not good just to be talking about business opportunity? It's also good to form rapport with them. Once in a while, every 2 days, you can send warming message. Hello, how are you doing? Or maybe every Monday. Hello, how are you doing? How is family? Hope all is well. I just wanted to check up on you. Have a great week ahead. Then day 2, you may decide to give them value. You may decide to give them value using most of the value content we are giving. Then day 3, invite them for business presentation. Sometimes when they ask, when you are doing warming message, you'll tell, hey, I'm not feeling fine. Then ask them, hope you're feeling better. Create rapport, create relationship. Create relationship. Okay, very important. So
collect friends, and the goal with the friend over time is education understanding. And then stay persistent with them, knowing that there's a clock dial and high noon says I'm ready to join. And people might be anywhere on that clock dial over the course of when you're talking to them. But you just got to be ready that you're talking to them when high noon hits. And they just got disillusioned with their business or their job and they're open to opportunity. And you stayed in contact and you can make it work. It's like dating your prospects and be friends. It's like dating. You're right, Lisa. Lisa at the beach. I agree. It's adult conversation. Just ask for your time, share their gifts. It's all about them. Yeah, very, very good. All right. let's talk about what we're inviting to, and then after we're doing that, then we'll take a break, okay? What are we inviting to? It's important that we understand it's not one size fits all. You're either going to be inviting to an event of some sort or to a tool of some sort. Now, there's a continuum that you need to understand if you want to be a high-level professional inside of network marketing. There's a continuum between events and tools. Now, let's talk about events for a moment. A big event. Company convention. How great would it be to get your prospect to come to a company convention? It would be amazing. It'd be so hard for that person not to join. So much social proof, so much energy, so much excitement, so much credibility, so much relationship building. It'd be huge, right? A big event would be, has to be like number one. And then you have like a local event. Let's say a local big event. If there's a training or a big opportunity presentation or a big shot comes in from out of town or regional type of thing, that would be not as good as your company convention, but it would be good, right? Then you can have like a home meeting. A person could come to a home meeting, you get some social proof, you can see it, you can see other people doing it, you can hear some stories, you can try the products or at least understand them better if they're not sampleable. So in this order, then you could have like a like small, like breakfast or lunch group. Let's say a group of people are getting together for lunch, 5 or 6 people for lunch or for breakfast. That would still be good. You have some social proof, et cetera, et cetera. Then you could have like a 2-on-1 where you and somebody in your upline or somebody that works with your company sits down with the prospect. Then you could have a 1-on-1, face-to-face. These are all the face-to-faces.
So he's giving us different examples of events. When you prospect getting people excited of your business opportunity. Then you are inviting them either to attend an event or to a tool. So now he's giving us different kinds of events. For example, big events, company events, like our leadership event that happened online. Now, local big events, like the one that is going to take place in our office at Olo on Saturday. Guys, everybody, I've sent out that banner. Upload that banner on your status, on your Facebook, on your Instagram. Use any of our prospecting script, attach it, leave your WhatsApp link or your phone number for people to get back to you. Make sure that nothing less than 5 persons come to that event using your reservation on Saturday, 11 a.m. at our office. And that same Saturday, 7:30 p.m. we'll be having online. So he talked about local events. Who is writing on my screen now? Stop writing on my screen, please. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Okay, so you now talk about home meeting. Home meetings means home party. You can decide to call people. All of us, we can do child education. We invite people to our house. You do Thanksgiving, invite people to your house. Do home meetings, do coffee party, do my choco party, invite people to your house. If you've been trained on how to present, you present. If you've not been trained, you play the video for them. You can do breakfast meeting, lunch meeting, 2-on-1, whereby you invite someone, then have your upline or a third party do the presentation, or you do 1-on-1. For those of us that have been trained, but for those of us that are yet to be trained, you can use the tool of what? Video, or get them to attend the live Zoom meeting or our events at the office.
Various forms, whatever it looks like for you. And then you could have non-face-to-face events. You could have Zoom calls. You could have webinars. You could have conference calls. These are bigger group things. Okay, big event, local big event, home meeting, breakfast or lunch group, 2-on-1, 1-on-1, Zoom, webinar, conference call. So there's kind of a dividing line here between in-person and virtual. You put Skype, not really. Skype doesn't kind of work there. So this is kind of the continuum. Of these, which would be the most powerful? The bigger, the better. The more social proof, the more energy, the more relationships you can connect with, the more credibility, the bigger, the better. But here's the challenge. The bigger they are, the harder they are to invite to. It's hard to get somebody to get on an airplane when they're just a prospect and fly to another city to take a look at your opportunity. It's hard to get people to come to a big event filled with a room full of strangers. If you've done a home meeting, you know how hard it is to invite people to a home meeting. Invite 20 people and 3 people show up. Where do the 17 people go? We don't know. So a home meeting, invite people to a little lunch or breakfast or lunch, that starts to get a little easier. All these start to get a little easier. 2-on-1 gets a little bit easier. 1-on-1 gets real easy. This is the easiest of the face-to-face interactions, a 1-on-1. But you don't have that third party as much. It's you. You're gonna have to use some tools in order to be able to help share your story. When you have a 2-on-1, you've got your sponsor or somebody else in the business that gives you a little bit of credibility. You get this group, you get a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. So this is best down to here. These are all about the same. Zoom, webinar, conference call, kind of same. Best to worst, but when it comes, this might be the most effective because it's the easiest to do. This is most powerful. This might be most effective because you'll actually do it. A person will get together with you for coffee. They'll get together with you for lunch, just the two of you. You know, get together with you for breakfast, get together with you on a Saturday morning, whatever. They'll do that. When you start adding other people, you start raising the level of difficulty. I was really, really good at getting prospects here, 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 and here. I was really, really good. And that helped my business a lot. And we'll talk about how do you improve your numbers at these. Some of you aren't even inviting people, prospects, to your company convention, which is insanity, total craziness. You have to bring your, and even if your company says you can't do it, find a way. I'm not kidding. Find somebody else to get a ticket and bring your prospect. There's no better way to introduce them to your opportunity than to get them to a big event. No better way. And I invited people like crazy to that, and to the big local events and regional events that we did. I invited people and I got them to show up, and I let the events do the work for me. Now, so this is where we want to start. Typically, this is the best place to start on this side. But if we get resistance, any resistance over here, now if you can't do any of these above the line, then you're going to see if you can get them on a Zoom call, get them on a webinar, get them on a conference call, some type of a live event using technology. Okay. So a tool, if this doesn't work, then we bail to a tool. So we try to have an invite over here. If it doesn't work, we get resistance, then we bail to a tool. Now, a tool could be a video, a website, the product itself, product sampling, etc., brochure, a 3-way phone call. That might be over here. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put like a /3-way phone call over there. So I had huge success over the course of my career using tools, video tools, audio tools, websites, products, brochures, keeping it really simple, sharing what it is that I had, using this as a goal. All of these, their whole purpose is to help you achieve your goal of education and understanding. That's what it's there to do. So what we're doing, inviting them to, if somebody says, what about Facebook Lives? You could put a Facebook Live over here, so long as it's scheduled and it's a group thing. You could put Facebook Lives over here, sure. See if there's any. Before and after pics you could point to over here. How to disable the chat. Meryl, you want to disable the chat? I'm confused. You don't want to have the chat part of it? Okay, that's fine. Fine if you don't want to. Let me see if there's anything else. Huh? If you invite for one-on-one, you tell her before its presentation. Sorry for my English, because you speak French. You do better at writing in English, Sylvie, than I do in writing in French, believe me. What I will tell you, Sylvie, is I'll talk to you about the invite. We'll get to the invite right now and what you say. So don't worry about that right now. I'm just talking about what to invite to and your mindset as you're going into, yeah, testimonials are good tools. Before and after pics, stuff like that. Books. Instagram Live, yeah, Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, all of those would fit here. So, but here's my point with this. And what I want you, there's a couple comments here. Personally, do not like big events. If I've been introduced by attending a big event, I would not be involved today. So therefore, you have a hard time to invite to big events. That depends on the big event, I guess. There's so much social proof. Just understand that that what drives your personality might not drive everybody's personality. All I know is sociologically, on a genetic level, anytime there's credibility, there's third-party validation, there's proof, there's different kinds of social proof, there's other people successful, you can meet other people, even if they don't relate to you, there's somebody in that audience that they can relate to. The events really, really do well. But AJ, you probably don't have success inviting to events because that's not your thing, but don't let that necessarily stop you from helping somebody else because it might be their thing. So that's something that you can test, okay? It depends on the event that you're inviting to. Lisa at the beach says, when I go to our convention, I get excited all over again. Wish you could bring prospects to your convention. There's probably a way, Lisa at the beach. If it was me, I would find a way. They would be the spouse of a bunch of my distributors or something. I'd get a name tag. I'd get them in the room. I just would. That is it's too powerful a tool. Okay, so just think about this. We're going to take a break. You're going to be inviting to an event or a tool, or you might be going to an event, and then if you get resistance, bail to a tool. Or sometimes you might be inviting to a tool and then bring them to an event. Maybe you'll sample your product and then have them watch a video and then have them attend a little lunch. Maybe you'll do a one-on-one, which will lead to a three-way phone call, which will lead to a product sample, which will lead to some testimonials, which will lead to a big event. See what I mean? So this is your toolbox that you're inviting to. But you need to understand what you're trying to accomplish. Hey, I want to educate you. How? Well, here's the best way. Here's maybe a more convenient way, right? Here's a less invasive way to get started, but here's a more effective way to get it to happen quicker. So all of these are going to be combinations. There's no right or wrong. And inside of your company, there's going to be a process that works a little bit better, and you're going to test it. I used a sizzle call too, one of my favorites. Oh, a sizzle call. We'll talk about that after the break. What if your company doesn't have a proper tool? Then you create a proper tool, Anders. I did it a million times over the course of 30 years. Company didn't have a tool. I made a tool. I made a sizzle call. I put together a little video, made sure it was approved by the company. Put together a simple little website that everybody in the team could point people to. Just find a way to make that work. Our company did not have tools, but several others. Crossline developed several tools. Swag is another tool for sure. You can make a video, put it on YouTube, absolutely. Okay, so understand that this is kind of a crisscross. You can invite somebody to a webinar, which leads to the product, which leads to a home meeting, which leads to a video, which leads to a local big event, which leads to a brochure, which leads to a big event. It's back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's how this works. But when you go into the invitation, it's important that you know what you're going to try to start with based upon that person. I typically try to start with an event, get together with them. I like the focus on one-on-one because it's intimate and personal. But if I've got an excuse of another event that's coming up, I'll try to invite them there. If I get resistance there, I'll try to get it down to a two-on-one, or I don't like a three-way call as a first exposure. A two-on-one or a one-on-one. Three-way call is a better follow-up exposure for me. And then one-on-one can, if I get resistance there, I'll try to invite them to one of these, or I'll bail over there. That make sense? All right. So a lot for you to kind of absorb. You're going to become a master at this. We're going to be talking about it for another couple hours. Let's take a break. We'll come back in 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that. And
okay, so that is it about invitation skill. So he said inviting to either an event or a tool. So we've talked about events. So remember, we are having an event on Saturday in our office. At our office for now, Thursdays and Saturday, 11 a.m. There are business presentations physically at the office. Our Zoom presentation, I already announced it. Like this week, we have for Tuesday, we have for Saturday. In between Thursday and Friday, I'll see how we can go about that. Okay, so talking about are you inviting them to watch a video? Are you inviting them to see a website? Are you inviting them to test a product? Are you inviting them to look at the brochure or the prescription book? Depending on their need, are you inviting them to listen to testimony? The importance of our event on Saturday is that people will come to see testimony. I want all of us to be filled up in that hall. Let's be filled up in that hall as a partner and ensure you are inviting people too. Okay, then chisel call. Chisel call is something I've not done before, but I think I'm going to do chisel call for us. Then when I do chisel call for us, we'll finalize if we should do chisel call for prospects, okay? So remember, the essence of these tools, events and tools, is that it gives you credibility, it gives you success story where others are sharing their success story, and it gives social proof, okay? So that's the end of today's Millionaire School on inviting. This is inviting episode 1. We have about 5 episodes to go. So we are sharpening our inviting skills. So remember, what we've learned, let it become powerful in our hands by we acting on it. Acting on it. Remember what you've learned before, you're prospecting. Now we are adding invitation. So make it powerful in your hand, okay? So for those of you that will be watching this replay, please, when you're done watching the replay, send me a summary of what you learned. Then give me a report of your last income generating activity and ask me of your next income generating activity. Very, very important. So I'll be pausing the video here so that those of us that are live on Zoom, I can now focus on your reports on income generating activity. So thank you guys. I'm stopping the video here.